I've no idea how many of you might share the opinion, but I do find myself not wanting to bring the Switch around simply because it's actually a little too bulky. Not only do I have to bring a slightly bigger bag than usual should I want to bring it out, but because I do tend to play in portable mode 90% of the time, it does also get a little tiring holding the Switch for a couple of hours or more. Especially more so if there isn't anywhere to rest my arms against. This is where the 3DS family of handheld consoles really shines. Not only is it much more compact in nature, but it's also way lighter as compared to the Switch. I can pretty much hold it and play it all day long without breaking a sweat. And when I do need to take a break, all I have to do is to close it up, slip it in my bag, or even just in my jeans pocket. Sure, it is still a bit of a bulge, but you can't fit a Switch in there, can you? But compactness and lightweightness is of no importance if the system and the games itself aren't great. Well, you didn't worry. If you aren't familiar with the 2DS XL, it's basically a 3DS XL but without the 3D functionality and a slightly different design. Perhaps of note is that this is also of the same generation of the new Nintendo 3DS series, which does feature the slightly upgraded processor which some 3DS games do actually make use of and will only be compatible with this later generation of 3DS systems and not before. That also includes additional trigger buttons as well as the C-stick. Perhaps something to take note of if you're new to this. You might have already noticed, but my particular system is the 2DS XL Pokeball Edition, and I really love it. The red color is really striking, and the use of black as the rim as well as all the buttons really gives it that iconic look. On the lid, you do also actually get a button that you can press like an actual Pokeball. It does absolutely nothing, but it certainly is very satisfying to do so. But all that aside, let's talk about games because that's what it's all about and there's a huge library of amazing games with the 3DS system. I might not have the biggest collection out there, but Pokemon is certainly one series you should be playing. In fact, it's probably the whole reason why any one person went out to buy a 3DS. Though, as I say that, I'm one of the outliers. I bought my 2DS XL after I had already bought my Switch, and I mainly wanted to play games such as Bravely Default and Monster Hunter Stories, both of which are amazing games by the way. Oh, and I also did pick up Detective Pikachu just for fun. Right now, I'm in the midst of playing Monster Hunter Stories whenever I have the time to play, and it's honestly just a great game with a simple enough mechanic that can be further expanded with slight variations. I mean, it's essentially a game of rock, paper, scissors, but that's the whole beauty behind this game, which is further complemented by its great storytelling and art direction. The same can be said for Bravely Default, a game which adds a nice spin to the traditional style of turn-based combat. It's intuitive, it's fun, and the whole art direction of the game is cute and unique, and it's complete with an amazing story that further continues on to End Layer and 2 in the Switch. And perhaps you might see where I'm going with this, but the games on the 3DS system are essentially all about just one thing: fun. It doesn't need the best graphics, it doesn't need complex and in-depth gameplay. Most of the games are just about fun, and that's what makes this system so great. In fact, with most 3DS games, I don't have to invest myself emotionally to really enjoy the game, which is unlike that with the Switch. In fact, I could play Bravely Default or Monster Hunter Stories without any audio at all and still fully enjoy it. A definite plus when it comes to gaming while commuting. Safe to say, even though the 3DS family has since been discontinued, this is still a great handheld console unlike any other, even when compared to the Switch. This still offers something really unique. While the Switch is awesome and it's probably my favorite console to date, I still very much love my Nintendo 2DS XL.